pretty good at drinking beer.
Guys, Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Just, I don't know, what, 5 hours or so to kick off. By now, actually, I think it's been live for a couple of minutes. I did a little video showing off the Ready Cam that Paul, Hasman440, told me about. $24.99, $25, Amazon Prime. Get it in a couple of days. Made out of aluminum. A great deal. Thanks, Paul. But we're here to drink. You know, we don't want to, have a bunch of stuff at the beginning of any of these videos. We just got to move right on into the alcohol. Actually, I don't have all that much. Woke up this morning, looked outside, and went, wow, sun is out, blue sky. Maybe I'll take the pistol and the Huber Concepts Mosin. It's kind of like NASCAR with that. That thing is so awesome because of Huber Concepts. In my mind, it's always going to be the Huber Concepts Mosin. I mean, what makes a great rifle? Controllability and a trigger. And thanks to them, I got both of those. So I'm looking outside going, God, maybe I'll sneak up to the shack and do a little shooting. Then I noticed that my phone says that it's negative 2. It was -2, and right now it's -1. I don't know if there's any wind. Obviously that makes it worse. So let's just stay inside and get a little primed up for the football game with Lightspeed. This is from Toppling Goliath. It's a pale ale. It does not have the alcohol percentage on here, and it does not have anything on the bottle cap. Let's see, where are they out of? Iowa? Delcora? What kind of opener do we topple Goliath with? I say we just topple it with the Enterprise, because the Enterprise trumps everything, right? And by now I'm sure Chuck has the first comment left on the video. I mean, other than changing a diaper, what else does he have to do during the day? A pale ale. Done quite a few pale ales. Like I said before, Toppling Goliath. This will be the third thing I've had from them. Why is it that I can remember the name of the other two better? Well, Intoxicated. I don't know. I know they were both good. 8.5 and a 10. So there you go. This one's a little on the cloudy side. Has your Pilsner-ish kind of color. Carbonation was okay, but then again, I kind of controlled that. Has an IPA kind of smell to it. You smell like a sweet pine or grapefruit. Cheers, guys. Wow. I mean, it's okay. Has kind of a medium light mouthfeel. Very smooth. Starts out with a kind of a, I want to say it's more on the pine side of the pine or grapefruit citrus start. It's got a sweetness in there, maybe like pineapple in the background. All that kind of burns away. you get a very subtle, like, bitter area, and then it just kind of closes out with a almost like a light tropical fruit and bread or a biscuit. This is pretty tasty, if I must say so myself. I really have to thank me for this. Yeah, I really like the beers that kind of end on that bread or that biscuit, like smooth, uh, tasty finish, but still leaving you with an overall, recap of everything that you've experienced up to that point in time. Yeah, that middle area, it's like every time I take a sip of it, all of the flavors seem to get a little bit more intense. Before that, that recap with the bread and biscuit trail off, that little middle area is kind of an earthy, floral, maybe a little like not really a fresh cut grass, but almost a fresh, like almost dandelion sort of in the background. Nothing really nasty. And trust me, coming from my grandma and grandpa on my mother's side were definitely products of the Great Depression, and if you could find it growing wild or whatever, and you could do something with it, that was a victory. I remember my grandma and her damn dandelion wines and salads would have the dandelion. I mean, when I started having, hamsters and gerbils and all that kind of shit, that was great because you could just go out in the yard and pick that stuff, and they thought it was awesome. You didn't have to, like, actually go buy something. See, Chuck, it comes full circle, doesn't it, baby? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wearing my Glock shirt that Ray gave me. And, to stick in the theme, I also have the Glock 23 here. But don't worry, safety sallies. This was checked, and there's definitely, it's definitely loaded. As a matter of fact, if you look real carefully, you can actually see the next round after the one that's in there goes bye-bye. Those safety sallies, they are the know-all of know-how. Still cracks me up. I mean, I realize there's two sides of the argument, but I remember when I started watching YouTube videos, it was like, some of these people were disassembling the frickin' gun so they could hold out the empty barrel. Really? I don't think so. I don't think a gun should ever be not ready to do what it is intended to do. Unless, of course, you're doing maintenance on it or something like that. Otherwise, every damn one of them is loaded. I almost felt bad that I didn't have any black powder stuff because the black powder 44, I was unable to have that loaded for the little show and tell yesterday. I just want to check. It's one of those psychic things. I'm either going to be way wrong. Hazman 440. My neighbor Mike. Sorry. Yeah, even some things have boundaries. There's a picture my neighbor sent me. Yeah, this is good. I mean, the pale ale, India pale ale, maybe where some of these companies decide to how they categorize something, because I've had IPAs that weren't nearly as tasty as this, and they're calling this a pale ale. Alcohol percentage? I'm not noticing it at all. I guess that doesn't mean anything. Now, something like this wants me from a company like Toppling Goliath and their craft. Usually the craft people understand that us craft drinkers actually like a little bit of a alcohol hit. I'm just double checking again because, like Chet always points out, I'm blind as shit. Medium bodied beauty will make you want to drink. Yeah. Almost makes me want to go get more, but this is Sunday and I don't feel like going anywhere. Oh, I will have to go outside to move the car to the other side of the street or I'll get a ticket. Other than that, that's it. Alcohol. These are the ones that I can really be wrong on because a side of me wants to say this is like a 7.5 or an 8. Now, my alcohol detectors are telling me that it's not there, that we're somewhere between. God, would a company like this go as low as a 5? I guess I'm just going with gut feeling on this. I'm going to say that this is a 5%er. Probably going to be wrong. It's probably going to be like I'll probably go see what this shows up as, and it's going to be like an 8.5 or a 9, but it's I just don't think so on this one. I'm not really getting any of that. And don't act yet. Got a little special delivery yesterday. This season's batch of high res, and because of how much I like 6 Point Brewery, I'm gonna give this guy. I think the seasonals, because sometimes they really mess with them. I believe personally that the seasonals will get reviewed again. So someone may say, "Hey, you already reviewed high res." Yeah, but this is a beer that goes away and comes back and goes away and comes back, kind of like Hop Slam from Bell's. And I know one of you have already had the opportunity to get a hold of this year's batch and say that it sucks, but you previously liked it. So I don't know how they distribute. I don't know if it's proximity or their best-selling locations or what in the hell governs it, but I mean, I'm fairly close to Bell's like proximity. You know, I could have Evil Neil throw some shit in the luggage of his motorcycle, and he could take a blog up here. Where right about now, this is another. I know I pick on Neil all the time because he's an easy target, but right now his moto blogs would be something like this right now. Hi guys, I'm on my way to ebomey's. Fuck that! I'm turning around, going home. You know. So I actually did see a dude on a motorcycle last Sunday. Now, given that particular day, it was I think it was 26 degrees, but maybe it's just because everything that I've ever had just said don't take me out when there's loose gravel on the road. I mean, you put a 190 210 tire on there, and it's made to stick to the hot pavement and allow you to lean that thing all the way over until the handlebars hit, and you bring it out in the cold and throw a little loose gravel. Yeah, it's just a recipe for disaster. What should we look at tomorrow? Got a couple of good ones in here, but I think Monday, I think we're going to look at the high res tomorrow. I haven't even given you an E-scale on that yet, and I'm already excited. It is going to be football, but I do have plenty of things that I can go after without opening one of these up, and I've been fighting it. 10.5%. They come in these kind of weird cans. It makes your brain think that we'll just have a little beer and move on, but these are still 12-ounce cans. So let's do that tomorrow. Okay, on the E scale, light speed from Toppling Goliath. I am giving this a 10. This is just an outstanding pale ale. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get ripped on it, or I could be wrong. But, and again, like I said, the placard hanging on the shelf below this and the other one both said that, and I don't know who voted this, but Toppling Goliath is in like the top 10 of breweries. And I don't know if that was crafts or I guess I didn't read it close enough, but motor boating. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. Cheers. Enjoy the football game if you're into that. I really don't have much vested interest in either one of these, other than the fact that I think the Patriots have won more than enough, and I'd rather they didn't win. But if I was putting money down on it, of course, I didn't get that one right the last time when I actually gave credit to the piece of shit Green Bay Packers, and then they turned around and lost. But Patriots are a tough bunch, and you know, they'll do whatever it takes, you know, like deflating the balls, because not in a single official evidently realized that every single time one of them were touching the balls that that they were underinflated. Evidently they weren't that much underinflated, because I think even a half-wit, if you find a football, goes, yeah, that doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Okay, guys. Again, if I don't know if you'll see this in time, maybe if you're on your way to some Super Bowl party, remember, get a designated driver or stay there. I don't want to lose any friends, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Wait, would look something more like this.